The attacks against farming and ranching by the Trump administration continue every day. The latest is the Trump administration is pushing to eliminate local USDA offices around the country, while at the same time trying to cut more than $1 billion in grants tied to local and regional food markets, while they're also continuing to freeze conservation contracts. Hey guys, my name's Will, this is the Back 40, and let's talk about it. You may have missed it, but recently the Doge Boys maintained on their website that they were closing multiple FSA, NRCS, and RD offices around the country in at least 24 states, even though Congress traditionally has blocked USDA from closing local service centers. And farmers and ranchers, they're playing loads of games in order to get this done. Instead of officially closing the offices, Doge had the General Services Administration, or the GSA, which is being manned by the former author of Project 2025, cancel the leases for the offices, which GSA maintains it has the authority to do. Now, in trying to close these offices, once again, the Trump administration is pushing back against the notion that there are three co-equal branches of government. Why? Because members of Congress have really aggressively pushed back against efforts to close local offices. In hearings just last month, members of the House and Senate Agricultural Committees made it clear to the Trump administration that they oppose closing any local FSA offices. Now, why are these relationships so critical for farmers and ranchers? It's because these local offices act in two ways, not just one. They aren't there just to arbitrarily tell farmers and ranchers about the programs that the USDA is offering to make farming and ranching more stable. They're also advocating for those same farmers and ranchers to get the benefits of those programs once they apply. Now, even Republican office holders are pushing back against this a little bit. Let me read you the quote from Senator John Boozman from Arkansas, who said, "America's farm families must continue to access the services and benefits they rely on from USDA amid ongoing changes and reviews by the administration. This is particularly critical as many producers are navigating a downturn in the agricultural economy due to the lingering effects of inflation and low commodity prices." Now, bless his heart, but what Senator Boozman doesn't want to say here is that all of this uncertainty in the ag market is being caused by the tariffs themselves. So this is the overall effect on farmers and ranchers. We're implementing tariffs that are causing us to lose control over both the inputs we've got in the marketplace as prices for fertilizer and other inputs rise. It's taking away the likelihood that we're going to be able to sell our products once we harvest them, and it's putting everything in the hands of chance. So in that environment, farmers and ranchers need these programs that we're talking about even more than they do during a regular farming or ranching cycle. And the administration is taking away the very programs, the offices, and the employees that farmers and ranchers need to help guide them through these very difficult financial and economic times. The really crazy thing is, rural America, is that this may not save any money at all. In the long run, if you shut down the offices and programs and take away the employees that are working with farmers and ranchers to prevent them from suffering economic loss, then that economic loss is most definitely going to occur. And when it does, the only entity that's going to be able to step up and bail out farmers and ranchers for the bad decisions made by this administration will be the federal government itself. Simply put, in the long run, by eliminating these offices and personnel that help us plan for short-term losses and short-term bumps in the road, we may be creating a situation where we're required to get more subsidies in the long run to save small farmers and ranchers. This is an all-out assault against agriculture in the United States, especially small farmers and ranchers. And I just want you to remember, all of you farmers and ranchers, the 70% who did vote for Donald Trump, we're not asking you to admit you were wrong, we're just asking you to admit you were lied to. At no time did the Trump administration make it clear that they were going to be gutting the USDA. At no time did the president stand before a crowd of farmers, ranchers, and rural people and tell them that the very institutions and organizations that we need to get ourselves through difficult times in an already uncertain market were going to go away. So don't admit you were wrong. Just admit that you were lied to and join us here at the Back 40 to push against these changes that are going to harm rural America in many sundry and negative ways. There's a really simple way you can join us at the Back 40 as well. Simply go to our website, www.theback40official, all spelled out, theback40official.com, and you can sign up. You can sign up right there on the webpage to receive updates and to learn more about what we're doing to help rural America. We hope to see you there, and have a great day.